Hello and welcome to yet another edition of the Pinball Party Podcast, an audio form of entertainment from my mouth to inside your ears. This one is all about pinball. And by all about pinball, I mean like 30%, because the rest of it is going to be a bunch of neurotic fucking nonsense. But whatever. Let's get into pinball. Before we do, if everyone could do this, I would be mucho appreciated. And I'm serious, although I'm coming across as like, blah. I've released a couple singles recently. And for those who don't know, the artist name I go by is Neon Dale. I do the writing, recording, singing, guitar, everything on it. I've released 2 singles in the past about 8 weeks, because releasing albums is dumb these days. Long story short, if you could go onto Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to music and either one, follow Neon Dale, which would be great, but the 2 singles recently, Excuses.
Working things through, so I get a feeling. Maybe a coward, maybe I'm useless. Maybe I'm all the things my parents used to say.
And Last Dance. I'll put links in the show notes. If you could just add those to one of your playlists, like whatever, I don't care. You don't have to ever listen to it. You can be like, this song is dog shit. It's not, but you can hate it. I don't give a shit. It would help me out a ton, more than anything, just adding those songs to your playlists. I'll give you this entertainment. You just click that little button and I'll love you long time. Another thing I love long time is pinball. I've been in this hobby for, I don't know, I guess I'm 42, so I was 16 when I played it a lot, smoking cigs as we all did, playing Addams Family or Attack from Mars, Medieval Madness. And I had played pinball before that, but the hobby, when I really started to bang was around that age. And when I got into it, like a lot of us now who are, for some reason, listening to a podcast about it, I guess it would be about 10 years ago. My first game I bought was Star Trek Pro, Stern Star Trek Pro, which I bet a lot of you, that was one of your first games. And it should be, rightfully so. So I thought today, let's go back through all the games I've bought, at least the ones that I can find on Pinside or Facebook Marketplace. I can't remember every single one. Not that I've bought hundreds, but essentially go through them, talk about which ones I regret selling, which I guess will be none and all of them because I repeat buy a lot of games, and which ones I absolutely do not regret at all, and probably why on a lot of them. So let's do it. And actually, if any of you would like to follow along, and I guess I mean that literally, my Pinside name is Wild Rover, one word, Wild Rover, and you can go look at my market archive and feedback, which is good feedback, maybe we've done deals together, maybe we haven't, maybe I've backed out on one, fucking I hate it, but I have, people have done it to me. Come on, it's multi-$1,000 things, and sometimes it's stupid to buy it, and most times it is. So forgive me for those. We've done it, or if you haven't, good on you. You're a better man than I am. I feel fucking terrible whenever it happens. But let's obviously start with Star Trek Pro. The first game I bought, this was when I remember literally, like, this is a while ago, so whatever, sharing very financial information. That was a time when I think I made about $50,000 a year working in top tier support at a software company. And I remember saving up, I think I had like $15,000 in my savings of like, okay, I think I can be stupid and buy a pinball machine. I feel kind of weird that I'm sharing all that finance stuff with all of you, but hey, that's what it was at the time. I won't share going forward because things change and get different. I'll say it's gone up. It feels good to say that, right? But yeah. So I remember setting a budget in my head of like $5,000 and my wife was supportive. And I did the thing of, I had a friend who had an Addams Family. I remember talking to him like, hey, I think I'm going to buy a pinball machine. And he was on actually one of our very first episodes when we talked about Addams Family. Oh my God, it was so long ago, Pinball Party. It was before we went to the Pinball Network for like a lot of our, let's call it a career. And then we came back to on our own. It was with Sam, and he talks about it there. But yeah, he bought an Addams Family, I think for like $2,000 or $3,000. Anyway, I remember talking to him like, hey, what's happening now in pinball? What should I buy? And he had no clue. He's like, I don't know, buy an Addams Family. And that's what a lot of people think. But I went on Google and was like, did the thing of what machine should I buy? And the list, like, it just kept going back to Star Trek Pro, Stern Star Trek Pro specifically. And I had no idea, like, what a Pro and a Premium and a LE, all that was. I just knew at that time, like, I'm never going to buy an LE. What the fuck? Who's going to spend, at that time, it was probably like $8,000 on a game or something, just for some color-coded rails? You know, it didn't make sense to me at the time. And then there's a Premium, and like, okay, it's, you know, we're all smart people. You can tell it's the same term with just different sparkle on it to a certain extent. And then the Pro was just on every list, it said why, you know, at the time, if I try to remember, it was like, it's simple to explain, it's family friendly, and at the time it's fast, it's a light show, it's fast and furious, I just remember like, okay. And I had never played the game. I never even played Star Trek The Next Generation, but I was a Star Trek fan. So knowing that, okay, well, it seems to be what every list says to get, and I like Star Trek, and I just kind of decided on, all right, it's that. Now, I'm not going to go through the story of every single game like this verbose, but it's the first one. I popped my cherry on Star Trek, so deal with it. I remember just Googling pinball machines for sale. I swear, I don't even think I got on Pinside. I didn't find it. I remember, I know that because I can see on my Pinside list, the first game for sale that I had on here was not Star Trek Pro. I remember how I found Star Trek Pro, because back then you used Craigslist for everything. I remember looking on Craigslist, and I don't know if I had actually decided on Star Trek specifically actually at that point. I had decided on the budget of $5,000, and at the max. My heart was like, oh, Lord of the Rings, probably, but that was like $6,000 at the time if you could find it. And I was like, oh my God, that's never going to happen. And $1,000 at that point, again, remember my savings was like $15,000. $1,000 is like, Jesus, yeah. So it was no joke. And yeah, but I think it was between Star Trek Pro and Lord of the Rings, if I can find it, and maybe even Star Trek The Next Generation, come to think of it back then. I'm trying to put myself in that headspace. But yeah, I ended up finding a Star Trek Pro about 2 hours away from me in Rochester, Minnesota. I'm in Wisconsin. And I reached out to the guy. I think he had it listed at like $4,500, and I didn't know. What do? You just, I was like, let me just try, I'll say $4,200. I don't know, and he's like, I'll, shake at $4,300. And I was like, yeah, cool. I remember being at the gym messaging this guy. It was the old gym. None of you know what that means, but I remember where I was. I remember sitting on the bench of the bench press, texting this guy and being super nervous. My heart was just like, oh my God, I'm about to spend $4,300 on a pinball machine. What am I doing? What the okay, let's go. But it was so exciting. I was like, oh my God. And to be honest, the only pinball I had played around that time was Attack from Mars, and that, I mean, like going back to the arcade at that time when I was going to buy a game, there was nothing around that I was going to buy. So I was really rolling the dice. I was still playing the old games that I knew, but I had yet to play anything in the like Stern, Sam system, White Star, any of that. I was still so focused on the past that that's to spoil. Like when I got Star Trek home, I was like, holy shit, what has happened in the most best way possible? So I go, I get cash. The guy was awesome. I remember him telling me, like, he could tell, like, are you a first time? Are you a virgin? It's like, yeah, hi, sir. I just want to give you my money. Can you can you not kill me? And I have a Mazda CX-5. Is it gonna fit? What do I do? And yeah, he told me, hey, here's the process. Come on down. I won't bang you, unless you want me to. He didn't say that, but it's for the show. I go down there. I walk in his house, and the dude had like 7 machines, and I fucking shit my pants. Like, what, bruh? What do you do for a living, guy? How do you have this much coin? I didn't say that, but that's what I thought. Like, holy shit. I now know how it escalates, but yeah, I was dumbfounded. Actually, I have no idea what he had. Because at that time, aside from I know he had an Addams Family, everything else was just foreign to me. I don't know. It was just a bunch of games. I didn't know what the fuck was happening. It was surprising to me to see this like DMD on Star Trek. I know what it's called now, obviously, but back then, like the screen, there's a lot more happening on it. Oh my God, what? And then I don't even think I played it at his house because I was just like, I don't know what's happening. I was just like, oh, it looks good. And I remember he had the Enterprise mod on it, which is just like the Hallmark Enterprise that you would put in the right down by the shooter lane, obviously. Or not obviously, but down by the shooter lane. And it looked cool. And I can't remember if I played it. I might have, but it was just a whirlwind of like, yeah, okay, it works. I don't know what's like, oh yeah, even if it's broken, I don't know what I'm doing. Dude, yeah, it looks great. Awesome. And he showed me how to fold the head down. We got it in my CX-5. He showed me the ropes of how you take the legs off. And I don't remember which method we did it. Yeah, where we took the back legs off, put it on its butt, turned it up on its side. We didn't have a dolly. Yeah, no, we did. Brought it out there, and then how he like leaned it up against my car and took the other legs out and showed me that, and the cardboard in between the head, the cardboard on the car or the SUV when you put it up there and to protect everything. And he was very kind and gentle with me. That's my first time. And we got it in the car, and I remember driving home, like excited, super excited. It was in the evening. I remember specifically because I remember when I got home. A 2-hour drive in Pinball is like solid. It's not too long. I mean, shorter is better, but for me, like 2 hours is like, okay. And I got home. I think I was listening to like Star Trek podcasts, just to get in the vibe on the whole way home. But I remember getting home, and my wife and daughter like opened the garage door and were like, I think my dad was there because he lives in the neighborhood, and they were like helping me get it out and excited for me. Like, oh my God, like what are we doing? We're buying a pinball machine. And it was fucking awesome. I remember getting it in the house and got the legs back on and got it all set up and plugged it in and turned it on, and just fucking the lights were just like, wow, blinky, blinky, blown away. And my parents are Star Trek freaks. That's how I grew up on it. So, I mean, to them, it was like, oh, cool. They didn't give a shit about the pinball other than like, this is really cool that our son, had enough money and bought this pinball machine. And it was a moment. It was awesome. And my daughter was like, what's this? She likes video games, so she was interested. And turned it on and played the first couple games, and it was just like everyone was just mesmerized by the lights. And there was a button, an action button that like, holy shit, like it does stuff. It interacts with it shoots. There's like it's a weapon, and there's hits on the multi-ball and the vengeance. We slowly learned that because I don't think I looked at rules online. I just slowly learning it by playing it. And like, oh my God. And I actually remember feeling like this feels kind of cheap because I was so used to like the Addams Family and Twilight Zone, just chunky Bally Williams, it's just a solidarity to it. And Stern just seemed, I don't know, I wasn't used to it. Like Stern wasn't a thing to me at that time. To me, it was Williams and Gottlieb, honestly. Like Stern was like, I knew that it was like Data East and those kind of games were like, that's garbage, right? Why would we play that? Like, I mean, yeah, the Star Wars Data East was cool, but I quickly got over that and realized like, oh my God, no, this is new pinball. And if I'm looking at the dates, actually, of the first game on here that I sold, 2018. So yeah, it was probably 2017 actually that I bought this game. So yeah, I'm 5. Yeah, do the math. 8 years ago, man. Yeah, so I got the game, and no. Oh my God, that was not. Is the other game on here? Okay. I'm just remembering how I got rid of it, I think. Man, it started to get chaotic at that time. Chaotic enough to where I did it, and now I do a podcast as you. So bear with me while I'm digging through these memories. Star Trek Pro, though. I loved it. I played it. It was not, back then, it wasn't like, oh, I played it for a week, and okay, let's sell it. It was, I don't know how long I had it. A couple months, something like that. And I got the itch immediately to be like, oh my God, okay, this is due. All right, well, I get 5,000. All right, what if, okay, what can I make? Well, I have 10,000. I'm still making money at work. And okay, long story short. Well, actually, let me answer the question I'm going to start with. Do I regret selling it? No, because I got it back again. And my journey to Star Trek kept going, as you'll see soon. So do I regret it? No, I mean, if I could take it back and if I could right now have a Star Trek Pro for 4,200, yeah, I'd take it. Fuck yeah. But I don't regret getting rid of it. The second game I got was Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone, I actually had both of those at the same time, and I knew I had to sell one of them because it was, at that time, just like, oh my God, what am I doing with the money? Oh my God, oh my God. And looks like I sold it for 6,500. At the time, I do remember buying it for like that amount of money. I've never been one to flip a game, like to buy a game low and just to make a bunch of money, unless like a friend or something sold it to me for like just pennies and just like, I don't care. Yeah, like sell it for a little more. And we've done it in the past where we split the profit with each other, which I encourage all of you to do. Like, let's not try to make money off this. We're trying to save this hobby for Jiminy Cricket's sake. Second game was Twilight Zone. And I remember right when I got it, the not the gumball, one of the mechs on the ramp. I really don't remember what it was called. Forgive me, but it broke like immediately. I was like, oh shit. So that was my first foray into like, oh my God, what do I do? I got to fix this thing. And I've heard horror stories about people having to buy a pinball machine and then fix them. And that's why, video game podcasts that I've heard of people who have dabbled into pinball in the past, like, I would never do it again. You got to fix it. And so I was like, shit, how do I do this? But it was, a learning experience. I remember fixing it. But Twilight Zone. Do I regret selling Twilight Zone? Not in the slightest. I got bored with it so fast. And going from Star Trek to that and realizing, oh, this is stuff I grew up on. Yeah, Twilight Zone. Not grew up, but proverbially in the when I was a teenager, like really got into it. But it was, don't touch the door, don't touch the door. Like all that was awesome. And it was nostalgic, but there was not enough there. It was, oh, okay, yeah, that's just this. At least for me. So no, I don't regret it at all, and I've never regretted it. That's one game I've never thought of getting again. Even the remakes, like it's just not there. The next game I got was The Simpsons Pinball Party. I remember hearing same thing, like, oh, at this point, there's two games out there that are the deepest code you could ever imagine. The Simpsons Pinball Party and Lord of the Rings. And actually, those are the next two games on here. But Simpsons Pinball Party, that was my next foray into a bunch of things happened with Simpsons worth talking about. I drove 5 hours away. This was my like, all right, I'm going. So the obsession starts to kick in at this point. Like, oh fuck, I don't give a shit. I fucking found this game. Looks like I sold it for 5,000 firm. I think I bought it for 5,200. Yeah. Maybe it was 4,800. No, I think I bought it for 4,800. Sold it for 5,000 to make up for I had to buy a new fucking couch thing and driving a 10-hour round trip. Again, I wasn't flipping it, but to recoup some of my costs. To answer the question, I don't regret getting rid of that game at all. It was the first time I ever played it. And like when I got it in my house, I'm like, okay, this is the dough mode was annoying as shit. This itchy and scratchy multi-ball is what I kept getting. The couch multi-ball stuff was cool. There's cool stuff to it. But if you go back and listen to the first Pinball Network Pinball Party where Zach Menny and I review this game, we shit all over it. And I would love to shit on it again. I like Simpsons, and I applaud the depth of it and what's there, but like I just didn't have fun. I do not regret selling it, and it's one that I've never thought of getting again. Next on the list is, I mentioned another foray. The Simpsons Pinball Party, that whole couch section, the garage door, was busted when I got it home. And I remember texting the guy who lived 5 hours away. And I bought it like in the ghetto, and I had $6,000 roughly in cash on me, and it was one of the scariest moments ever. So again, I said there's a lot here. I drove a 10-hour round trip. I brought cash into the ghetto. That was stupid. Complete stranger. It was like late at night. I didn't know how to test the game. The dude had a bunch of Bitcoin rigs running just I think it was like 100 GPUs, and it was a wild scene, guy. Then the whole couch and the garage door was all busted, and then I was like, I gotta fix this shit now. So, like all of us, I got another opportunity to learn how to fix pinball machines, and I fixed that. Okay, Lord of the Rings was next. Yeah, this is a tough one to. I don't even know what the fuck do I even say about Lord of the Rings. I guess for those who are new to the show, I have owned Lord of the Rings, the pinball machine, in excess of 7 to 10 times, honestly. And maybe it's a source of pride. I love that theme so much, more than anything in pinball, except for maybe if they made The Matrix. I mean, Star Wars, of course, is up there. Harry Potter's up there. But Lord of the Rings is just fucking, man. But that was one of the games where, in the beginning, it was the one where I first really wanted to search for it. I wanted to find it. I was like, I'm willing to spend $6,000. Again, I had never played it. I knew nothing about the game, just that everyone said it's the deepest code. It's amazing. It's everything, And I'm like, oh my God, I love Lord of the Rings. There's a pinball machine. From looking afar, I thought the back glass was like, incredible. Like, it's exactly what I want. It's the fucking movie poster. And I remember buying it in Madison, the first one, getting there, and I didn't know what to think. I remember looking at the playfield and being like, this is like an ugly, like, what is this game? This is just like this orange Balrog kind of half body, and I was like, oh my God, I guess, yeah, what am I doing? I'll trust that everyone says it's a great game. I remember getting it home and turning it on, and like, oh my God. It didn't take long that night. I remember just playing it and playing it and playing it and just nonstop playing it and playing it. And holy shit. I was like, my God, this is it. This is going to make me come. It's going to. And yeah, it might have. I remember playing it so much, that, the flippers would die. Well, they would if you destroy the ring, but they would wear out, and that's not something I knew. But that was the first modding I did. It was the Palantir making the multicolored LED thing in there, and then what else did I mod? Oh, putting the Shire stickers on. Everyone knows what I'm talking about if you've had Lord of the Rings, and then the Target decals, and I liked cleaning that game. It's when I got Novus for the first time. It was my first baby. Star Trek, yes. Twilight Zone, I tickled it. Simpsons was like chaos incarnate. Then Lord of the Rings was like, oh, hey, baby. And I planned on never selling that thing. And the thing that made me sell it was not funny. And it was a serious decision. We decided that my wife should quit her job so we could focus on our daughter's health. And I knew that, okay, we got to sell this. Yeah, what are you talking about? There's no question. I mean, it was an easy decision, but and at the time, I wasn't like sad. I was like, okay, easy. Yeah, we need the money. Let's do it. And, it all worked out in the end. So I sold the game, and it was the one where, like, short answer, do I regret selling it? I mean, in a way, if you know my history with the game and all of it, like, take that for what it's worth. But of course I regret, because I keep fucking buying it back. It's the one that if there was a game that was free and I just didn't have to ever think about the monetary burden, I'd have Lord of the Rings in a room permanently until I die. It's just the one that, feels the most like, okay. But yeah, do I regret it? Let's just say yes and move on. The next one, okay, so when, I moved up in my career, etc., and started making more money, and then even though it was just one of us working, could afford to be stupid again. And if I'm looking at the years here, again, Wild Rover and Pinside, feel free to take a look. I sold Lord of the Rings in 2018 in September. The next game I sold was Deadpool Pro in 2021. So I had taken a 3-year break and came back in hot for the same way of what game is good. I don't know. I've been out of it for 3 years. What's happening at this point? I had made 3 things on Pinside. I knew a little bit, like, okay, but I still didn't feel like part of the crowd. And I don't know, like Pinball, it felt scary, like going in the forums and like, I don't quite know, and I don't want to say something stupid, but so I came back in, felt a little more confident, found out, Deadpool Pro at that point was like the game. This is the game. Deadpool is it. You don't need the premium. You don't need the Elliot Deadpool. And same thing, like, okay, like, do I love Deadpool? Like, it's fine. Like, it's cool. It's a comic book, but I'll trust that it's the game. And I bought it, and I didn't like it that much. I like some of it. I loved the animations and the audio and all that, but it was clunky to me. I thought, like, this is kind of clunky. It doesn't feel good. And spoiler, I bought the game again because I did not know that the snicket shot was like, it didn't work on mine. It didn't work. The target didn't work. I had no idea because it's not obvious what that shot is. Nothing tells you to do it. It's not part of the game, like, per se. And I text with one of my friends, like, I don't like this game. I don't know what it is. I can't get scores up. I don't know how people are doing. Like, it doesn't feel good. And he's like, wow, like, I'm surprised by that. And yeah, but so do I regret selling it? I'd say, like, as a whole, no. I've grown to just, I like Deadpool, but it's not one of mine, way top up there. I did get it again, but it was because I had played it. We'll get to it. How about that? Next one up. Oh, yeah. So Star Wars Pro. All right. This one I remember buying from the same person I had just bought Deadpool Pro from. It was actually a bar out of St. Paul. He was getting rid of a couple games, and when I picked up Deadpool Pro, he's like, hey, I'll sell you a Star Trek for... it was another cheap price. Did I buy them at the same time? Actually, I did. I couldn't fit them in my vehicle, but yeah, he kind of I think he gave me both of them. I don't know. It was a good deal. I remember buying both of them. The second one, I came back the next day, and I was just like, fine. I think it was like 10 grand for both of them, something like that. At the time was pretty. Even now, it's pretty great. It's getting closer to normal. And Star Wars, I had actually played, and I loved the horseshoe. Holy shit, I loved the horseshoe. And I got home, and all the force drop targets started to bust, and then I learned about what a bitch those optos were to fix, and more opportunities to learn how to fix pinball machines. And yeah, do I regret getting rid of it? Kind of. I really like that game. I've had it since. I've had the Comic Pro, so let's see if I get sick of, or if I regret getting rid of that one. And as a side note, I would like to thank our premier sponsor, Flippin' Out Pinball. Yes, this is a podcast ad in the middle of a podcast about a company that sells pinball machines, and you've probably heard of them. If you haven't, go check them out. Fantastic customer service, fantastic sales, great prices, free shipping. You name something that you want in a pinball distributor, and they have it. Used games? Yeah, why not? They have them. Great prices? Uh-huh. So...
when I buy my pinball shirt, I buy from Flippin' Out. From toppers, art plates, premiums, I've got it figured out. Flippin' out, figured out. When I think of pinball, I think flippin' out. Flippin' out, figured out. Figure it out. When I think of pinball, I think flippin' out. Bye, bye, bye.
Next up, oh God, this is easy. Do I regret it? Yes, I do. I've had it twice, but oh my God. Iron Man Pro Vault Edition. This was someone on Wisconsin Pinball. This was a site that actually it died a couple months ago. It's no longer out there. Someone that I think sold Star Trek Pro to, Mark, convinced me like, hey, this is a good game. Like, I think you'd like it. It's fast paced, like Star Trek, really shallow rules, but it's yeah. I was like, okay, I'll take a flyer on that, as they say. And he brought it, and oh my God, I fell in love very, very quickly. Loved the sound. David Teal did an amazing job. Loved everything. It was so fast. It felt like the fastest game I'd ever played at that point. The ramps, I could just shoot those ramps for days. Still, oh my God, I just want to go back and I'm looking for an Iron Man Pro Vault Edition, by the way. Probably still. I have my phalanges out there everywhere looking for one. Just, a normal price. I'm not looking to, don't be like, oh, okay, I'll sell you mine for $7,000. No, it's Iron Man. But yes, I would very much like to buy an Iron Man Pro Vault Edition. If you know anything, or if you're willing to sell me one, please do. I'm happy to pay for shipping and do all that as long as the price is adequate in that. Anyways, sell your boy an Iron Man Pro Vault Edition because I fucking regret getting rid of that game. Personally. Does it get old? Yes. But, every game does. All right, next up is Deadpool Pro again? What is happening? Is this that one already? Okay, so it was, April? And then, maybe those are archived. Yeah, okay, I had to drop the price. Okay, cool. Oh, God, and this next one. All right, so then I had, like a lot of us, I got to do the Star Trek The Next Generation thing. Bought that game out of Chicago, powder coated and all this, and this was like a couple hours into it. I'm like, I do not like this game. This is not. I mean, the new one is so much better than this. I had never played it. I grew up on Star Trek Next Generation, so the theme, I was like, of course, this is easy. But no, I know one of my flippers, looking back at it, like it needed to be rebuilt. It couldn't hit the ramp easily. It was so slow. Oh, it was so heavy. It was the heaviest game I remember. Oh my God. We had to take it out of like an F-150. So that high up, taking that fucking thing out. Oh, kill me. I do not regret getting rid of that in the slightest. I will never want one again. All right. And then Deadpool Pro. This is an easy. Do I regret getting rid of it? Oh, I guess, yes. It's in my top 3 favorite games of all time. Yeah, but, the remake coming up, all that. It's like, if the remake doesn't tickle me, I'm getting Walking Dead Pro has been the game I've wanted to get back, even more than Iron Man Pro Vault Edition recently. But because of the remake, I can't yet. The remake will have to blow me away. Otherwise, I'm just going to get a Walking Dead Pro. I just got to make sure that it's not like, oh my God. Because I actually like the original one a lot. I like the art. I like everything about the original one. I like the simplicity. I like that you can turn it on and start playing. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I want a remake. Yeah, we'll see. All right, and then next up, hey, got ourselves another Lord of the Rings. I won't get into all that. I will not be able to keep track of if I keep going on all these Lord of the Rings, but do I regret getting rid of that one? Apparently, because then I got it again. All right, and then we got Attack from Mars, the Remake Special Edition. Oh, yeah, this is actually where I met Deep Dive Zach. He'll be back on the podcast soon, by the way. Do I regret getting rid of the game? Not in the slightest. Got that home, similar to Twilight Zone. What the fuck is this? I hated the way the flippers feel on the remake. It was shit. It looked good. I remember was it Naya's graduation party? We had a big, I think it must have been something like that. But I remember having it and like on and people could play it. And I didn't want people to play it because I just wanted to sell it so bad. I didn't want anyone to break it. I did not like that in the home at all. But the experience was worth it going. Yeah, because I brought the Walking Dead Pro to Zach. That was a 5.5 hour drive to South Dakota. And then I picked up Attack from Mars on the way back. And I've been to South Dakota since. And that was one of the, if not best friendships I've made in pinball. Along with Zach Meny and Kale and others and such. And then I have, oh yes, it's just says Stranger Things Topper. Okay, so Stranger Things Premium, I do remember. So the timeline here is weird, but yeah. Next, let's just say Stranger Things Premium. I got Stranger Things Premium. This is at the time where it was like unobtainium. Oh my God, you could not find it. It was 2021 for what it's worth, and I bought it with it was loaded up. The topper, shooter thingy, shooter rod, the dice, the game, and I was blown away. Like everyone was and is who plays that game. Do I regret getting rid of it? No, but it's a game I would actually probably like to own again. To be honest, yeah, it was fun. It's not incredible, but it's something to behold. It's the only one like it. Next up, we have Avengers Infinity Quest Pro. This was one where like the price back then was, oh my God, this is actually what prices are now again. That's funny. It's 2021. 5,500. Yeah. Nah. There's a few shots I like in that game. I don't regret getting rid of it at all. And I'll probably never own it again. And then we got Star Trek Pro up again. Whatever. Own it again. Ooh. Yeah. And then after that was Ghostbusters Pro. This game, do I regret getting rid of it? I'll say yes. I've owned it a few times, but yeah, for a lot of us probably. When I first played this game, when I got back into pinball, I thought it was horrible. Like, oh my God, it's too hard. I hate it. It looked great and all that, but I don't like this at all. I don't like playing it. And then I remember getting it back. I bought one. I don't remember when I finally did. I think I had played it on location a few times and realized I like difficult games now. I like Iron Man. I like the challenge of it. I'm getting better at it. Let's get into Ghostbusters. And getting it home, yeah, wow. I really, really fell in love with that game. Ghostbusters is a fantastic game. And I guess I would say I do regret getting rid of it. Next up, we have a year break in between these two. This might be when I went back to record the album. I took a break from pinball to just... Is it? It could be. Because when I took a break and did the Cosmic Neon Dale Cosmic album, feel free to add it to your playlists. Love you. That's when I was in songwriting mode like crazy. And that's when I did like the Triple Drain intro, Triple Drain podcast. Go listen to them. Another good friendship, Joel in the crowd. Go listen to Triple Drain podcast. Fucking incredible podcast. But that's when I was doing the Triple Drain podcast song and the Tom Talks jingle and that stuff. And then I think it was. And then I was like, I guess I'm just going to make a podcast. I don't know. Why not? I don't know. I'll just turn this on and see what happens. But because I know that because I got back into it again and like, what's the game to buy? People said, it's Godzilla. I said, okay. Drove to Chicago again, 5 hours. Let me get a Godzilla. And I had a new CX-5. This time I was like, it was 2021. And the new ones don't fit. So we had to put it in sideways. Another lesson learned. And yeah. But I got home. I played Godzilla. I thought it was okay. I gave it a fair chance and found I could see what people were saying, but I could not see what people were saying enough. I didn't know at the time what it was that I didn't like. Now I very much know what it is. It's the hangy flippers. I like to feel in control of my flippers, and that game is designed to be a little more flowy, you know, how it kind of just momentumly goes around. And I did not like the way that you had to hit both ramps to start a mode. At that time, it couldn't just be one ramp. And I loved the art. I could see the reason. I didn't quite understand why it was number one and like the best thing of all time, but I still think objectively it should be up there with a lot of. I get it. I very much get it, and I don't disagree. But for me, it's not my cup of tea. Do I regret getting rid of it? No. I did dabble into the premium when it became like, I've got to be missing something here. What am I doing? So I got the premium a couple times, I think, because that was during COVID when it was chaos. But no, I don't regret getting rid of Godzilla Pro, and I will never get it again. Well, I don't think I'll ever get it again. Next up, another Iron Man Pro, because I had got back into it and I wanted to, again, play the games that I loved so much. So Iron Man Pro. Do I... Vault Edition, of course. Only Vault Edition for me. Do I regret getting rid of it? Yes. All right, then we got another Lord of the Rings. Do I regret getting rid of it? Sure, yes, of course. Ghostbusters Pro. Hey-oh, another one of these. Back into it. Let's try all the hits again. Do I regret getting rid of it? Yes. All right. At least we got a new one here. Star Wars Premium. This was because I liked the Pro, and more than anything, the horseshoes. And I like the ramps. That game shoots well, except for the 3-bank. I hate the 3-bank. And God, just fuck. I hate that. I hate that whole thing. And the multipliers. I hate it. Goddamn hate it. But I love the way that game shoots, aside from that. So I heard the premium's got the best toy in pinball, the Hyperloop and all that kind of stuff. And I'll say the one I got here, because I think I got it twice, I could backhand the Death Star shot in the premium and it would still accept the ball into the Hyperloop. For those who have one, know, like, ooh, okay. Not skill. I'm saying it had like perfect geometry that it would have enough momentum on a backhand to hit the Death Star shot when you needed to, when the fork ramp is up. So I was lucky. But I didn't think it added that much. Like when it happened, like, okay, cool, but these are modes that I don't give a shit about, and it's blocking part of the play field. And I actually liked the Pro shot. I liked the shots better on the Pro. I liked it better on the Pro. So do I regret getting rid of Star Wars Premium? No, and I never got it since, and I probably never will. But the Pro, I like. Ooh, next up, this is a tasty one. Got ourselves a Jurassic Park Premium. The first time I played this game on location, I thought it was bad. I didn't understand it. I thought it was clunky. I thought it was hard. I couldn't understand it. What the fuck? I don't get it. And this one was actually, I think this was, like I bought it for someone else. This happened a couple times where like I've bought it from like one, like from the West for me to sell to someone south of me, like in between. Like that happens, driving to break it up. Even if it wasn't. Jurassic Park Premium. Yeah, no, this is the first time I played it. I started to kind of like it, but I had trouble hitting the T-Rex ramp, and that story, I'm saying that for a reason. I thought it felt a little soft, like it shot a little soft. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't really love it. Oh my God. I remember when I had a Jurassic Park Premium and a Jurassic Park. Was it 2 Jurassic Park Premiums right next to each other? I think so. I'll tell you why in a second. All right, up next again, another Ghostbusters Pro. Deal with it. All right, and then this is COVID time because I got a Godzilla Premium for sale at $10,000, and this is when they were brand new, like 7 something, or was it 7 or 8? It was nonsense. That was the normal price of a game, like $10,000 at that time. Fucking crazy. August of 2022. A Godzilla Premium, that was like, all right, I'm missing something here. It was the first time I got a Godzilla Premium, actually. I was like, nope, not missing something. Didn't like it. Then I dabbled into Metallica Pro. Now, for those out there spoiled by the remaster, I actually like the original better, surprisingly. Hence why I'm kind of dilly-dallying with The Walking Dead. I remember I never played it, but again, it was one like, I got to play it. It's one I got to get. I got to try it. And I got it. And, I'm sorry. Did I answer the Jurassic Park Premium regret selling it? That's again in my top 3 favorite games to play. So take that for what it's worth. I've had it a few times. We'll get back to it. Metallica Pro, with the Total Light Show, by the way. For those who don't know, that's a very rare mod because they don't make it anymore. Where it took the only one color GI in the original Metallica Pro and made it so it was like the premium where it had red. RGB basically, and I didn't know the difference. So this is my first time. I was like, oh, it looks great, but I was told, and I could see the mod underneath, all the wires, all the lights, like, holy shit, there's a lot to this. But my wife loved it. That's been one of her favorite games. She loved shooting Sparky. She knew how to play the game. It was very obvious. Hit the snake, hit Sparky, hit the coffin, hit the grave, and it keeps track of it, and that's it. She's like, okay, yeah, easy. So she liked it a lot. But do I regret getting rid of it? Not really. I guess I did enough to try the remaster because there's something I liked about it, but I hated on the Sam version that there's no stereo for the music. And as an audio and music guy, and not just like audio and music guy, a lot of us like audio music, but like I have very expensive studio monitors. I love sound fidelity, home theater. I'm very much into it, so it's important to me, and it wasn't there. So I don't really regret getting rid of it. Next up is Star Trek LE. Oh, that was my first limited edition. I think I've only had 2 ever LEs. But that. Oh, man. I mean, I knew what I was getting, but I wanted to see. I don't think I had ever played the Premium or LE. Maybe. But I was just like, hey, I got to do it again. We all got to do certain things once in pinball, and I needed to experience the, quote, best LE of all time. And I don't disagree with that it was just like a super Star Trek Pro. I was like, oh my, yeah, this is it. This is incredible. And yeah, it just fucking played like a dream. Hitting the warp ramp, get to all of it. Oh, Star Trek. It's still great. Do I regret getting rid of it? Some of this has to be down to cost, right? Like, I mean, a lot of these things come down to like the time and the place of how much money and what you can do. I don't have infinite money. I don't have infinite space. So, like, let's just, do I regret getting rid of it? I mean, no, but do I like the game? And if I had infinite money and like a big space, that would be one that I would keep. Yeah. So I don't regret it, but like it's close. None of them technically I regret, but it's, yeah, no, Star Trek LE is just a fantastic game. Next up, we got ourselves another Lord of the Rings. Moving on, if you're keeping track, I'm not. Star Trek Pro, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pro. This is a interesting one. It was the fastest game I ever had that I put on the market and wanted to sell. I was like, I had played it locally at a few places, so I knew it, and I love Turtles very much. But do I need to explain why I didn't like Turtles Pro? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious a lot of people don't like it. But I specifically hated the warp ramp, I'll call it, on Turtles. I could never feel it, and it was an important shot. I couldn't get it. It's on the left flipper, which just didn't feel right, like a left-handy kind of thing. Yuck. I sold it fucking fast. Do I regret selling it? No. But I really actually like the LE and the premium. I like the crane bouncer. So I want more time with that game, but I absolutely do not regret selling it. All right. Now it's up to Jurassic Park Premium again. So, okay, and then there's another Godzilla Pro in here. I think that was actually for like a trade. Yeah, that was from a trade that I just sold. So that was, I don't even think I unboxed it, or not unboxed it. I don't think I unwrapped it. I'm actually positive I didn't. Yeah, that was a trade. So there's Jurassic Park Premium, Godzilla Pro, and then after that is Jurassic Park Pro. And so when I talked about earlier, this is going to come up again. I had that last Jurassic Park Premium was one that, again, I said I think it was like part of a tradey thing, or like I had it temporarily. This one was not. But then, oh yeah, so the Godzilla Pro, I had traded that. No, okay, I do remember this. I had Jurassic Park Premium. For some reason, don't remember why at this point, I had traded that Star Trek LE for Jurassic Park Pro plus cash because it was difficult for me to get rid of the LE. Just there wasn't anyone that wanted it. So like, I'll just trade it down, get some cash, and it'll be easier for me to sell a Pro. So I had a Premium, a Jurassic Park Premium, and a Jurassic Park Pro right next to each other. The Jurassic Park Premium, no, this was the Jurassic Park Premium that I didn't unwrap because it was like it was one of those tradey things. The Jurassic Park Pro, I think because it just felt so cheap and it wasn't a big deal. I was like, oh, let me just play this for a little bit or whatever. And that was just like Lord of the Rings that one night. I started playing it and it just clicked with me. I could hit all the shots. I started paying attention to the rules. I'm like, holy shit. I get it. What is happening? This game is incredible. Everything about it. The shots, the code. I love the lighting. I love the warm lighting of it. This Pro actually had additional spotlights that really helped it light it up. So like it in the past when I'd played Jurassic Park Premium, it just felt really dimmed, kind of, and the lights really helped, and it just felt snappy. It felt so good. I was like, what the fuck? So I remember being like, what the fuck's wrong with the Jurassic Park Premium? So I unwrapped Jurassic Park Premium. Like, this has just got to be better, right? Everyone says it's better. So I had them right next to each other. And I played their Jurassic Park Premium, and without the lights, and I just played like, what the fuck? It doesn't feel right. Like the flippers didn't, like I couldn't hit the T-Rex shot as well. It felt soft. That's what she said. And it just didn't, what? So I got so obsessed with why am I loving this Pro right next to the Premium? It felt so much better to play, and it had like 6,000 plays on it. It's not like crazy routed, but like a played game. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, do the clear coat like wear down enough to where it's butter, it's the right, like, do I need to I thought about, like, do I need to like get a bunch of balls in the Jurassic Park Premium everywhere and just like wear it down, or get Novus and wear off some of the clear coat? Like, I wanted to love the Premium because I was falling in love with that game, but I couldn't figure it out. I knew why didn't you just satisfied with the Pro? Well, the Raptor Gate I could see why I really liked that a lot more. And the helicopter thing, like when I would play it, like these things, I like them on the Premium, but I couldn't figure it out. So then I just was like, something's with these flippers. So I flipper swapped them, full mechs, both of them. Like, well, what's going on here? You know how long that would probably take, and just like stupid. And my wife's just like, "What are you doing?" You know, I gotta figure out the flippers. This is not important to society or my life or anything, but I spent time doing it because what the fuck. And same thing, I swapped the flippers. The Pro still felt incredible. The Premium felt like shit. What in the fuck is happening? I could not figure it out. I could not figure it out, so I sold the Jurassic Park Premium. Just like, fuck it, God, fuck, I guess. I was melancholy about it. And then sold the Jurassic Park Pro because, you know, I played the shit out of it and just told myself, like, okay, you know, in the future, I want to play maybe Jurassic Park Premium, maybe it's, or LE, maybe it's something there. I don't know. So we'll get back to Jurassic Park when I think it'll come up again. But I solved the riddle. Stay tuned for that. Next up is Black Knight Sword of Rage Pro. Got that from that same bar. I think he had reached out where I got that Deadpool and Star Wars. Do I regret getting rid of it? Yes. I've gotten it since, but that is a game. Oh, God. That and Iron Man and Star Trek, like all these $5,000 games. Fuck yeah. God, they feel so good. They're so awesome. They're quick games. They feel like $1 million. So responsive, easy to learn, tough to master. God damn, Black Knight Sword of Rage is so good. All right, then we have Iron Maiden Pro. This was a game I had not played and took the word of everyone like this is a great game. And because I want to get to this next thing pretty quick, I'll just say, do I regret getting rid of it? No, I got it again at one point. It's a great game. It would be, is it in my top 10? Maybe. Yeah, I'd have to think. I don't have like this, you know, set in stone. It's a fucking great game. I was blown away when I got it. So like I loved it. There's so much I liked about it. And there's still so much I do like about it. But okay. Next up, Godzilla Premium again. Don't ask. Every time I got one after that first time, I was like, I got to be missing something. I would listen to podcasts, buy into the hype, be like, what's wrong with me? It's the best game. I can buy one. Oh my God. Like, okay, I'm missing something. I'd get it. I'd get home like, nope. What the fuck? I don't like it. I didn't trust myself. Now we got Total Nuclear Annihilation with Buttercab and mods. Great game. Do I regret getting rid of it? No. I regret getting rid of the CE. And I want to buy one. Total Nuclear Annihilation is a fantastic game, similar to Iron Man and Black Knight Sword of the Rage. Not Sword of the Rage, Sword of Rage. Not similar to rules, but it's a quick, fast, difficult game. Easy to learn, hard to master. I think it's a fantastic game. I had Scott Denisi on, I think when we were on the Pinball Network, so go look at those last shows, legacy shows. And I actually did a Neon Dale edit of his Total Nuclear Annihilation theme song. That we do not share with people, but it is on that episode. And I think if you ask, I usually ask Scott and I'll share it. But it's if I may say so myself, it's a good edit. I added some heavy kind of Tool-like guitars to the song, and it really fits. Yeah, I think top to bottom, that game, I love the music. I like this by one person. It's putting Spooky on the map. Yeah, just amazing. Jurassic Park Premium up again. I finally figured out what the goddamn problem was, and it wasn't a problem, it's by design. In Jurassic Park, in the Pro, both flippers' power is set to 255. Okay, right? I don't know how I figured this out. I do remember. I remember thinking about, like, I looked at watching someone go through the options in Jurassic Park Premium online or something and saw that, like, the right flipper power was significantly less than the left. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Wait. And I remember texting, Don't Panic, George, hey, man, I think he was, like, streaming it or something. I'm just like, hey, dude, this is weird. Can you just go into your Jurassic Park Premium and look at the flipper power on the right flipper? I think it's going to say, like, 235 instead of 255. And he went in there and he sent me a screenshot. And sure enough, 235. Holly fucking Luya. I was not imagining things. To review, in the Jurassic Park Pro, by default, the flipper power on the right flipper is 255, which is max strength. On the Premium, by default, out of the box, it's 235. It is weaker. I think it has something to do with how it launches into the mouth. That's what she said. On the Premium, I remember, I think, reaching out to Stern, or someone got this question to Elwin, and I'm not sure if he really answered it or not, but it was Jurassic Park Gate for me. I blew the lid off of it. Holy shit. It's because it's by default set to 235. I'm going to buy Jurassic Park Premium again. I got it fucking home. I cranked it to 255 and fuck, it felt so good. Oh God. And then I just went batshit crazy on that game. It was what I thought Lord of the Rings was, like, playing, but it just, I love playing Jurassic Park. Oh God. Do I regret getting rid of it? Again, the answer is, like, I'd always love to have that game. That, if you're keeping track, games that I would always love to have, so far we're at 2, Lord of the Rings and Jurassic Park, that I would always love to have. There's one of them in there that could either be Iron Man Pro, Black Knight, TNA, something like that. But, Jurassic Park, goddamn. All right, next on the list, we got ourselves another Lord of the Rings. But this time, it's the limited edition. Because, of course, I was like, of course I have to have a Lord of the Rings limited edition. What, you fucking kidding me? What are we doing? Do I regret getting rid of it? I think that one I do. I really liked the Dick Beard, and no, I didn't. I did, but it was great. It's fucking great. It was a perfect game. $13,000. But yeah, $13,000. What am I doing? I guess I had 3 limited editions. I had this Lord of the Rings, and I had Star Trek, and then I had a Foo Fighters at one point. Yeah, I regret getting rid of it, but yeah, it's Lord of the Rings, right? Up next, Star Wars Premium. I think I was like, I still don't get it. What's happening? Yeah, I don't regret it. But then up, we have Total Nuclear Annihilation Deuce. And, oh, goddamn. Yep, love it. I miss it. I regret getting rid of that game. Absolutely. Tried to buy one recently. Couldn't get it shipped. Sucks. But, yeah. It was a hard game to sell at that point. Holy shit. If you remember, it came out at like, what, 9,200? Like, fucking what? That was the podcast that I started. I remember just telling Spooky to get fucked. It was too expensive. And more so because I was jealous and I wanted to buy it. But still, it was way too expensive. That game should be at like $6,000, basically. And, yeah. But sold it. I regret getting rid of it. Sold it at $8,100, which at the time, even now, I don't know. Yeah. Up next, for some reason, another Jurassic Park Premium. Let's not get into why. It's just, it is what it is. And it's how it goes. And then we got a lot of repeating things here. I'm starting to learn what games I like. Get them in, get them out. Got to try a bunch of games. You miss them, get them in, get them out. Have a good time. And then people giving me shit. Oh my God, you go through games so fast. I was like, fuck you. Stop bothering me. I'll make a podcast and shit on all of you. So here we go. Keep shitting on people. Lovingly. It's love poop. Got ourselves a Walking Dead Pro again. Hello, love that game. Do I regret getting rid of it? Yes, I do. And then I got the trifecta. Then I got a Star Trek Premium. I figure Star Trek Pro, loved it. Star Trek LE, fucking perfect. The sweet spot, due to economics, is the Premium. So yeah, But the red armor, bleh, it fucking doesn't work. I tried everything I could in my brain and like photoshopping to be like, all right, I'm going to get this armor blue or something to just fit. It just doesn't fit. Ugh. And got rid of it. Ew. Get out of my fucking house. All right. Up next is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Loved it. Had to, like a lot of us. I wanted to play it. I had a lot of fun. It gets old so fast, but it's theatrical. It's an experience. It's amazing. It's a great game. It's too simple. Get out of my house. I don't regret it, but I loved having it. Oh, and now Foo Fighters Premium. I don't regret getting rid of it because I got the LE for a little while, but top tier game. Easily in the top 10. Well, yeah, one of Jack Danger's best legacies in all of pinball ever. I would rank them in 1, streaming. Welcome back to streaming. 2, Foo Fighters Premium. Fuck. I mean, almost Foo Fighters Premium first. Foo Fighters. But yeah, Foo Fighters first. Great game. Yeah, bought that sight unseen. Actually, no, I did play it. I played it at Midwest Gaming Classic, and that's when I met him, and played the Rush when the Topper came out with Ray Day. Yeah, no, so I did play it, and I was like, okay, something, but I wasn't fully sold, but I wanted to get it because it looked great, the expression lights and all that. Got it home. Oh my God, Foo Fighters. Every shot in that game. Ugh, it's so good. It's sad that the price keeps going down. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for that game. I guess it's the theme, because it's just a damn banger. It's a banger. So I don't regret getting rid of it, but it would be one of those it would be one of those infinite money in my basement games. Yep. And then up next, Star Wars Comic Pro. I love the art in these, and it used to be like Star Wars Comic Art Premium was just like super expensive. It was that and Stranger Things Premium for a while. Remember that? Especially during COVID. God, those games were just like those two and Batman 66. And of course, like Pirates, Jersey Jack, but you know, the Stearns. But yeah, for the longest time, I had in one room, for me, like 2 months straight, Star Wars Comic Art Pro and Jurassic Park Premium next to each other, and I'd hop in between the two. I don't regret getting rid of Comic Art Pro Star Wars, but I do like the game, and I miss looking at it. But I looked at it more than I played it. And something about like the lightsaber mode, the lights don't mesh well with the comic version. Full stop at, I should say, not just that mode, the lightsaber duel. Like with the lights on, the comic art looks the best. When it's like in a dim and you're using the lights for theme integration and mood, the regular one is better because it has this like dark blue, black kind of vibe thing going on. So you can't have the best of both worlds. And there's something in the blades of the Star Wars Comic Art Pro, the art blades, which like they're phenomenal. But the explosion on the right, there's like this big orange-yellow explosion. It just kept drawing my attention to it. And it's not something I think that people think of when they're designing these art blades. Like if something just keeps drawing your attention, it's not in a good way, but like I want to pay attention to the play field. So yeah, that was a nuanced thing that I was like, well, damn, why do I keep looking at this explosion? It bothered me. Yeah. So I don't regret getting rid of it. I regret getting rid of it to look at, but that's it. And yeah, the Star Wars or the Jurassic Park Premium is up next. It could have been that one from before. I don't think I owned that as many times as I have Lord of the Rings, but God damn it. And then Godzilla Premium again. Again, I must have been missing something. I was like, come on, what's going on? Nope, same thing. God, nope, don't love it. And then the third LE that I've ever bought, a Foo Fighters LE. Yeah. Do I need to say anything with the expression lights and a little bit of upgraded audio? just amazing. That game is awesome. that LE is awesome. It's a great game. Period. Then we got another Walking Dead Pro. Same thing, just missed it, wanted to play it, probably. Do I regret getting rid of it? In a way, yes, as you know. And then next is Elvira's House of Horror Premium Edition. This is when they started to become more readily available, so it wasn't ridiculous, because that was close to like the Batman 66, era pricing before Stranger Things Premium that I was talking about. But again, one of those games that everyone's like, oh my God, it's incredible. It shoots amazing. The rules are great. It's super deep. All this, I mean, except for the boobies, you can't have it around kids. What? But okay, yeah, let's play that game for a while. It's fine. I got rid of it pretty fast. It shot really easy. I could not stand the gargoyles hitting the glass. I thought it was like not supposed to happen, so I Googled like, hey, is that not supposed to happen? Oh no, it's a feature. It's fucking annoying. Damn, and you hit them a lot. And it's cool. Like, the mech is cool that it blink pops up. I'm like, I gotta put some foam on these guys. This is like the sound of metal hitting glass isn't like a pleasant sound. What? How's that a feature? Like, it sounds like shit. I fucking hate it. Yeah. So, and it wasn't like a knocker where like, oh my God, gets your attention. You got a free game at the arcade. And like, no, every time you hit these little stand-ups, just ugh. Lights were great. Code was I thought a little shallow. I mean, there's a lot of it, but it was just kind of shallow. And no, I got rid of it pretty fast. I didn't fully get the hype. I thought it was passable. And then I had my attempt at trying something creative on Pinside, which doesn't work, by the way. They shut it down fast. I put for sale a home use only wooden yard bird listed for $28. And let's read the description because it was a good yard bird. Up for sale is a home use only player's condition 1986 wooden yard bird. It gently sways its head when the wind blows. Second owner, Grandpa made it. That's true, my grandpa did make it. The aluminum neck is freshly oiled, but the body/head could use some touch-up paint work. Probably has about 49,000 neck sways on it. Open to trades on wooden squirrels, gnomes, or mushrooms. No flamingos. Happy to load or ship at buyer's expense. Bird in action. I linked a YouTube video. It was great. I had 6 valuable pictures and a YouTube video of it swaying. Pinside did not find that funny and just shut it down within hours. Stupid. I mean, come on. Take a joke. Come on, guys. Up next, Black Knight Sword of Rage Pro with Insider Connected. This is before they got run again. I put one in custom near the Insider Connected. But yeah, Black Knight Sword of Rage Pro. Do I regret it? Kind of. Yeah, kind of. Because I can't buy one right now at any sort of reasonable price. So, yeah. Then it was time to try one of my favorite games in a model I had not played for a long time, and that is The Walking Dead Premium. The first time I had ever played Walking Dead was a limited edition at Tilt, now known as Lit, in Minneapolis. And one of the first things that got my attention was actually the light show. And when I got the Pro, did I love it? I did, but I was missing that extra light show that I remember loving so much. And I wasn't so sure about the left ramp. Was it really that bad? Was it, whatever? So I got the Premium. I loved a lot about the Premium, but actually what I didn't love about the Premium was the light show in a way. It wasn't like I think it was a kind of multicolored GI. It just had more control over like when reds would flash and all. It was better mood lighting in the Premium, yes. But some lights on the playfield when it would turn like blue or purple on some did not seem to go well with the theme. What I loved about the Pro was that it was just white or like incandescent, some yellow, and some people would switch out like some of the zombie things for green. But that palette did not scream like purple and blue to me. It really bothered me. Like when you get Prison Multiball and they would be, instead of the zombies all being red, they'd be blue. It's a small thing, but I didn't like it. The Premium ramp on mine was great. I didn't really care that much that like it wasn't as smooth. It was not as smooth as the Pro. And gun to my head of the original run, depending on when you're listening to this, I like the Pro better than the Premium or LE. Yeah, I do. I did like that the Premium was definitely easier. Not only the Walker bombs, but the Bicycle Girl is super easy to get a multi-kill. You just backhand that thing over and over and keep trapping it, and that was pretty easy. Yeah, but I had to try it. Do I regret getting rid of it? I don't, but I love the game overall. So like if someone said all the Walking Dead pros are gone from this earth, I would take a Walking Dead Premium. It's pretty close to as good, but not quite. Next game on the list is a Walking Dead Pro. I think I was like, how many months of this is? Okay, there's enough time here. So 6 months? No, 8 months. Okay, what was I doing? I must have. Who knows? Took a break. Is that when I got laid off? That's when I got laid off. Yeah, okay. So I didn't buy games for a while. And then when I was like, all right, I got a job again, I can buy a game. I got back into Walking Dead Pro. Because just like this time when I kind of took a break and came back, first game I wanted was Walking Dead Pro. I remember when I got this Walking Dead Pro is when I was really starting to get good at it and could always get to the Horde mode. I got really efficient at multi-kills, where to go, how to set it up, start multi-girl at the same time as Bicycle Girl at the same time as CDC to get like 2 at once. And the shots in that game, just amazing. Yeah. Anyway, again, yes, I regret in a way getting rid of a Walking Dead Pro because I just want to know what the remaster is going to do and what it's going to do to the market. And then I'll be back on board with the old Walking Dead. And I actually love that it's somewhat of a right flipper heavy game because for my tendonitis or my overuse on my left forearm, technically it's my wrist is the shortcut, but it's actually the flexors in my forearm belly on the inside of my elbow. The more I can use my right hand is better. So, yeah. Games like Turtles where I got to rely on the left flipper just it makes me just in pain thinking about it. And it will make me in pain playing it. Bummer. God damn it. Human. Fuck you. Next up is Jaws Premium. Yeah. Great game. I don't know what else to say other than it's a phenomenal game. It's up there. Jurassic Park and Jaws Premium are the best Elwyn games, in my opinion. And I don't think it's even close. Well, yeah, no, it's not as far as the top 2 and then Iron Maiden after that. And then maybe Jaws? Then maybe Godzilla and then maybe King Kong. Not a huge King Kong fan. Haven't played a ton of it, but I don't know. Maybe you get in the house and I'd love it, but left flipper heavy, huh? In King Kong, don't like that. Yeah, so Jaws Premium, great. I've played a lot of the Pro. I like that as well. I think the Premium is just objectively better. Specifically, I've said this a few times, forgive me, but instead of the boat shot and having to rely on those optos hitting that ball harder to qualify things that you need that shot for, specifically in the bounty, like collecting a bounty multi-ball. Oh, get out of here with that. The Premium. Oh, easy. The upper play field is nice. Take it or leave it. Drop targets for the fish finder stuff. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, nice. It's a nice little cherry on top. But the shark as a bash toy, it's just easier to... Even if you hit the shot on the Pro, it doesn't always qualify it because it has to hit the get out of here. Premium, easy. Do I regret getting rid of it? I don't know. I mean, no, I don't. There's things I regret in my life with relationships and loved ones. So do I regret getting rid of certain things in pinball? There's not a lot of stuff in my life, any objects that I regret getting rid of. Sometimes a Super NT, the SNES, the HDMI from Analog, could still buy one. I've had one twice. But I regret getting rid of it when it's so cheap comparatively. But like stuff long term, all the way back to the childhood, I can't even think of like toys or comic books that like if I just would have had that, life would have been better. Oh, that stuff or that thing. There's like a T-shirt that I that just got so bad that there's too many holes. We called it grease shirt because it had these grease stains on it. It was the silkiest, smoothest shirt ever. It was gray, an ugly gray with just the right amount of grease dribbled on the front from eating, I think, pepperoni pizza, like a Jack's self-rising pepperoni pizza. Fucking grease shirt. It had been washed so many times that it was like just this thin, basically air at that point. Oh, but yeah, it got to the point where it just disintegrated. Like it just disappeared to the point where it had to go. But yeah, grease shirt, and not even like any records or LPs, you know. So like regretting stuff in general, the older I get, the older we get, time becomes the asset that we value the most. And again, it's not even close. So all these pinball machines that I've had, that I've bought, that I've played, that I've sold, it all comes back to time again of I enjoy it, and then that time passes, and I realize this is a lot of money, enough money to use to leverage time to do things that I want. You know, let's just say on average $7,000 does a lot for someone's time. You can go to Disney World twice and stay on location. You could travel to Europe and back for a week at least. You could buy a used car for your son or your daughter. You could live, I don't know your expenses, but at least 2 or 3 months just living off that. So when I sell games, it's because the heaviness of the money becomes a time balancing act, the asset of time versus having a pinball machine. And then every time I come back to a game, it's the same thing. I weigh the pros and cons of trading the money for the time, assuming there's a real possibility that this market suddenly crashes, and is it worth the risk? I don't think anything is in life except for spending time with your loved ones, telling them you appreciate them, feeling good about what you do for them, what you didn't do that was bad for them, all that stuff. And I cherish the times I've had with friends and family playing games. I cherish the time I've had with all of you talking about pinball, the interaction, not all of them, but the interactions, buying and selling games, driving across the country, the states, going to conventions, talking with people on this podcast, doing interviews, seeing comments. Again, not all of them, but all of that is worth way more than any pinball machine I've ever played. So I don't regret getting rid of any of those pinball machines, but I would regret if I never did this podcast, if I never met a lot of the people I've met, if I've never put in time to doing sound effects or meth, or even that time where I embarrassingly told Stern, like, hey, why didn't you invite me? It was, fuck it. It was real. Do I regret saying that? Like, sometimes, but not really. Because if there's one thing I've always tried to do on the show, it's to just be open and honest, regardless of the outcome. So, hey, hopefully the outcome of today was good. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about all the games I've bought and sold. And if I missed one or two, it's because I put them on Facebook or something else to sell. But I think we got the whole kit and caboodle. And if you're counting, email in at pinballpartypodcast@gmail.com on how many Lord of the Rings I bought. But that number is sure to go up over time. If they remake it, it's for sure to go up. If not, it's for sure to go up. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week. And we'll talk to you later.
Life, she carries on. No matter how I woke up today, so I just sing along, hoping for some answers along the way. And if I feel good in my black hood, right as rain is how I'll sing along. And if I feel bad, I won't be sad, just some ammo for these shitty songs. Life, she carries on. No matter how I woke up today, so I just sing along, hoping for some answers on the way. Well, I sure feel good in this black hood. No one gets a glimpse of me